Yo, check out this clip from the pre-patch podcast.
Close of the showcase.
The closeout of the showcase, the big thing, the big, was Spider-Man 2.
I low-key thought this was Turok.
So did I, dude. So did I.
So many people did.
I legit, I was sitting there fucking streaming and I was like, why are they bringing out another Turok, bro? Like, what the fuck is this?
So we're not gonna play through this entire thing because this is a 12-minute trailer.
It's a
I want to hit some highlights.
Can you get to the point where Bully Maguire comes in? Have you guys seen those memes yet?
Yeah,
I have no idea.
Right.
That's why I'm like, why is this funny?
He saves a civilian, and he just chucks him on the ground.
Okay.
I don't know if you can find.
It's towards the end. Yeah,
it's towards the end, I think. Yeah,
it is. So there's a lot of people that are also pissed off about this, because they're because they're saying that this is basically old set. It's like PlayStation 4. It looks like what is that game? Infamous, Second Son, style
prototype.
Prototype.
Yeah.
People are kind of all over the place with it.
Prototype underrated.
Is it because they don't like the symbiote?
Definitely underrated.
What?
Is it because people don't like the symbiote gameplay?
I don't know. I mean, I do have an issue with the symbiote stuff, but it's not because of the gameplay. It's because of again, I'm an MCU person, or I'm a Marvel person. So yes, I'm like, this is not comic book accurate with some of the things that he's doing. But I'm not gonna be like, fuck, the game looks like shit. No, I'm like, okay, well, I can.
They made some changes just for the sake of gameplay.
Yeah, so it's not.
They made a lot of changes just for the sake of gameplay.
Well, yeah, Craven looks like
he's changes.
Well, one, Craven looks like he's fucking roided out. Two, the suit, the suit here is like where. So okay, if you look at Miles Morales' suit, if you look at the suit that Spider-Man wore, it's very comic book accurate. Like it is very, very, very close to the comic books. If you look at the symbiote suit, it is not. It is
that's the first thing I noticed.
There's it's like there's armor on top.
It's like a living suit on top of armor.
The suit beneath looks very weird, and like the symbol, great. They nailed that. They nailed his symbol. That's what the Venom.
I think they nailed the eyes really well as well.
Yes and no, but it almost has too much Venom eyes. Again, I'm nitpicking the shit out of it, right?
I'm not nitpicking it in the way of I don't think they nailed it on comic book accurate. I think that it just looks good. I think they did a really good job.
That slingshot looked fun.
So one thing that I want to point out here, okay, and maybe I know that Sin didn't notice it. Maybe I'm the only one that noticed it, right? The one thing that I was really, really impressed with is the fact that there's two things. One,
I just noticed
it doesn't.
Too, I want to point out.
It doesn't look like they're going to be separating Miles Morales and Peter Parker Spider-Man. It looks like we're going to be able to swap between them when it comes to doing certain missions. If you're in Harlem or if you're over where Spider-Man's at, it looks like we're going to be able to swap between them. Two, one thing that I really, and it's a very small detail. Did you guys notice the UI change, the color on the UI change between Spider-Man and Miles Morales?
Yeah. So Spider-Man has
it's nice.
A black. Well, when he's in the black.
When he's in the Venom, it's black and white.
Black and blue, or black and white, and then
when you switch to Miles Morales, it's blue, purple,
which is good. I think it's
very
cool.
Neon. I think that's kind of cool. There was just something small that I was like, that's kind of a cool little
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
No, did you guys notice? Here's something I just noticed, that this Spider-Man and Fortnite finally came full circle and stealing ideas.
Oh yeah, you know it.
What are you talking about?
Because did you see the air tunnel that he wingsuited through? That's straight from Fortnite, bro.
Yeah,
that's
epic shields, bro. Sony's an epic shield now.
Yep.
I like that. It seems like they're actually gonna pretty much nail the morality between the two too.
That
because
is,
I don't know if you're watching whenever Spider-Man was going with the Venom suit. He had no regard for human life or safety with that stuff. Whereas everything that Miles Morales is doing here, he's making sure that nobody's falling too far or
right. Right. The big complaints that people have about this, they're saying like, again, it feels like old school tech. We're not getting anything new. Like it feels like we're getting the same like engine, the same abilities. Like it's nothing. Which I'm like, dude, it's Spider-Man. Like what the fuck do you want? I mean, I don't know, man. Like it was a good game. Like you guys. What shocks me is
they said the same thing about God of War, didn't they?
Yeah, I was about to say they said the same thing about God of War. I was about to bring that up. Is like, I think what they gotta realize is like if they're looking for new tech, like both of these games were developed pretty much the exact same time. Like both God of War and this game were in development at the same time, more or less. Yeah. Like you're not gonna get insane fucking updates for like engines and shit.
Right.
What I also like, too, I'm like I don't understand it. Where I'm like we went through a period where remember Uncharted? Like Uncharted was the same shit over and over and over.
But it was still great because people loved it. You got different story, new adventures and whatever. That's how games used to be.
Yeah.
You know.
And then you have okay, real quick. I do want to talk about something. I want to hit on what you're talking about, Bill, too. But if you just look at this is a cinematography. Like I love cinema movie. I like when directors and game developers do this. But like if you look at like the lighting of how they do this, like here extremely dark, right? Like just extremely dark, and he never really truly comes into the light. But like if you look at Miles Morales, he is lit up and very like light side. Like it's such a good like little subtle thing that I think that they nail so well. Like what I'm excited about this game is obviously I think it's going to play very well. I think it's going to handle very well. They're going to nail like the movement and the fluidity of Spider-Man.
And Insomniac don't miss.
Can you get your cursor off the video?
Oh, sorry.
Like a teacher in high school.
The one thing that I have to have in this game, like it has to be there, or else this game's shit. Is a Tobey Maguire dance suit.
Oh my god!
Black suit has to be there. Has to be there, bro.
You don't think so?
Lizard's hype.
Dude,
Lizard looks fucking dope, dude. Lizard looks like a fucking Godzilla, man.
Don't like this. Is where I do have some issues with this. Where I'm like I didn't mind the Spider-Man thing.
Is Lizard 2 monster for you?
It's fucking like it's not Dr. Connors, dude. And if you look at Craven is jacked, bro. He is fucking.
They took a lot of liberties on both of them, and I'm sure they're gonna do it on a lot of the other big baddies that we see in the game. But
I didn't mind it in the first like Spider-Man where it was like okay, cool, like Doc Ock was his character was a little bit different, but for the most part, he kind of stayed the same. Vulture was very the same. Shocker was the same. Kingpin, but dude, they roided the shit out of Craven, and they make Dr. Connors look like a fucking demon, bro. He is.
They make him look like Godzilla, dude. Like 100%. They make him look like Godzilla.
Insane.
When he's swimming in the ocean right there, I got flashbacks of like the 2011.
He
Godzilla.
He is so big. So big. It's insane. But yeah, I mean, I don't think I don't know. Like, I think this game.
I don't know why people are bitching. Like, I really don't understand why people are bitching. Granted, I will 100% go back and say I had an issue with God of War, the latest one, simply because again, it felt like it was just the same game. There wasn't really a whole bunch
of. So you're bitching just like people are bitching about this.
I mean, 100%. Like again, like I said, I can see why they're talking about it, but again, I'm looking at it like God of War. I feel like they did.
How many years was there between God of War 1 and God of War 2?
2019 or 2018
like
to
4 or 5.
Yeah, there's at least a 5-year development.
And what is it here? Is it the same time?
Probably 4 or 5, more or less.
Yeah, I think it's about the same, right? Because both of the first Spider-Man and God of War came out around the same time.
You know what I'd love for that? I know it's not going to happen.
Miles Morales was 20.
Oh, there was Miles Morales too.
It was at least 3 because Miles Morales has been out for a while. And
yeah, it was 2020 was Miles Morales.
I would love for them to do. I like to be able to play co-op. Like one person plays one person. I know they're not going to do it, but I think it'd be cool.
Yeah, I don't think they'll do it. But yeah, like I was trying to say, like I can understand where people are coming from with like God of War because I had that same complaint of God of War. But then again, I'm looking at it now and I'm like, I mean, what do we want?
Kind of petty. Kind
of what do you want? Like you're getting a huge game. And like plus, granted, honestly, it's the same shit. It's a bunch of the same stuff, but
I'm seeing some innovation though in this already compared to the first one.
I can kind of see where they're saying like the PlayStation 4 graphics, because that water does not look great right now. Like,
kind of looks milky.
It looks really bad.
Yeah. That's the problem with water in a lot of games.
It is for sure. But I don't think this is on. I don't think this is on Unreal Engine 5, is it?
No,
it's 4
I don't
still.
think so. Yeah.
I really like Blizzard, man.
I like him too. I think it looks dope.
I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with him per se. I just am like, this is not like this is not Dr. Connors. Like,
well, it's not the comic book. It's not the comic book. It's just their version of it. They've taken liberties on it.
Yeah,
so
they definitely.
They're gonna take liberties on it.
He is.
Yeah, scary,
he's a beast, man.
That's scary though.
Yeah.
But we're about to come up on the scene that you're talking about, where
they do a really good job with that. Where we were talking about it last night. Me and Sin were that it's like they do a really good job of like showing, just like you said before, like the cinematography and everything like that, but also just in Peter's attitude. Like he goes from like being the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man to not the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
which I mean, I'm happy about, because
get out of there.
They needed to, because like his character, if they wouldn't not have done that and like not shown the symbiote suit, taking over his attitude, and changing him, was
that the spot you were talking about there? With
it was
where
he
just tosses him.
Yeah, that was it right there.
And then right here, when the eyes change, it's very subtle, but you see
you can see it.
He's like,
you see the glare.
I think he says
pissed
like, off.
Yeah, I'll take care of it, or no, you don't, or we'll take care of it, or something like that.
He says he's got some big teeth, and then he says, so do I.
Yeah, so do I. And the eyes change just enough to be like Venom.
There's a little spike at the bottom of the a little.
It's like a glare. Yeah.
It's good. It's
very impressed.
When is this coming out?
So we don't think we have a
this year.
Date, do we?
Fall of this year. We just don't know the exact date, but fall of this year. And I don't think that they pushed back to the first one. So I don't. Insomniac's pretty good about hitting their targets.
Insomniac doesn't miss.
So I was going to say that. I mean, y'all think that? I mean, that could be a contender for Game of the Year, possibly.
It depends on when it falls and when it comes in the fall. Because if it hits too
so
late,
it could be 24.
Yeah,
could be next year.
Yeah,
sure.
Next
year's.
True.
Next show, I want to kind of run down like. Well, we can wait until Summer Games Fest and we get a few more like releases, because I think doing like a prelude to what we think is going to be contenders for Game of the Year could be fun.
Oh, for
Before
sure.
it actually goes down,
yeah, for sure.
I hope you enjoyed this small selection from the Pre-Patch podcast. And if you want to catch us live, we do this every Thursday night at 10:30 p.m. Eastern, both on YouTube and Twitch. So don't forget to like and subscribe. We are also available to listen to at anchor.fm/Pre-Patch podcast, or wherever podcasts are listened to. Much love.